Today is going to be a really special episode. I'm going to be reviewing food that was given as a gift. Today is rather a special edition. Special edition. Because last night I was at a wedding reception and I brought home with me some delicious sweet treats. So this wedding is dedicated to Joy and Kevin and their good friend Aditi, who I believe is a big fan of my work. Donuts! I bloody love donuts. I'm like the one in the Simpsons, the man. The big yellow baldy man. I'm like him, he loves donuts, doesn't he? Don't know his name. That guy on The Simpsons, he says dough when he exclaims. That's his exclamation, isn't it? Dough. Like another word for oh shit is what I'd say. But I'm just thinking, does he say dough because he really likes donuts? I mean, that you really must love donuts if that's what you're going around saying, isn't it? Like, I'm banging a nail into a wall. Ow! Oh, what's my favourite food? Donuts. I think I'll say dough. So yeah, bloody love donuts, me. Bloody love donuts. We've got a nice big hole, big hole, and this one is brown, and the other one is sort of glazed. So I think that one might be chocolate, and the other one might be sugar flavoured. Never had anything sugar flavoured before, but that'll be rather nice. So first of all, look at that. You can see it's got like a crumbly, chocolatey top. It's like someone's got a bourbon biscuit and crushed it with all their might and sprinkled it on. Definitely smells like chocolate. Nice. And so, look at this one. Personalised with the bride, Joy, and the groom, Kevin, on, which is a really nice touch, I think. Don't bother with a wedding cake. Get some bloody good donuts in. All for that. Glaze, like your classic glazed donut. A lot of people might be familiar with that donut company that does glazed donuts. What's it called? Krispy Kreme. But I'm more familiar with a bakery based in Liverpool, that very few branches now, called Sayers. And there's also a bakery called the Pound Bakery, which is, I believe, based all over the northwest. And they do things like 3 glazed donuts for £1. It's the Pound Bakery, so they do stuff like 2 pasties for £1, 2 sausage rolls for £1, sometimes 1 thing for £1 if it's an extra special treat. Like I think they do Cornish pasties, just 1 for £1, because they're so delicious and so full. So credit to the Pound Bakery. If anyone from the Pound Bakery is watching, if you want to send me some pasties or whatever, that's up to you. I'm not asking for them, it's your prerogative. So where was I? Yeah, the Pound Bakery. They're my favourite glazed donuts. You might be more familiar with Greggs or the Krispy Kreme donut shop, or even Dunkin' Donuts. That's a donut shop, isn't it, that I've heard of. So yes, let's get down to the eating. I think I'm going to start with the ampersand, and then we'll see what it tastes like.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you have these glazed donuts, a really nice important factor is that the glaze is moist. You don't want a really dry glazed donut, otherwise it's just like you're eating dry bread with no butter or anything. So if you get yourself a nice glazed donut with a really moist glaze, and as you can see, you can actually see where this glaze has oozed down, dripped all along the bottom, and then you've got yourself a hole, and the hole is surrounded by this white texture. I can see I've got some glaze on my beard there. So you've got your hole, and then there's this white stuff ready to be licked. So yeah, really fabulous donut that. Not too dry inside, the moist glaze gives it a really nice texture on the top, and it's really sweet, based with like the neutral flavour of the dough inside. Cooked really well, really good bake. The sign of any good donut, again, is that line. See, that's the raw, not raw, but you know, it's not browned, line there. So they've had it like that, and the oil has been simmering, and then they've turned it over, and again, the oil hasn't quite reached that line. Sign of a really good donut, that. I'm going to move on to that. Doesn't look pleasant, does it? But hey, look at that. Not a pleasanter sight you will not have. So as I mentioned before, brown in colour, and looks underneath like it's got some sort of caramel, like that. And you can actually see, you won't be able to see it on camera, but I can actually see flecks of sea salt. So I believe this is a salted caramel flavour.
Really good.
You've got the big sharp sweetness of the caramel, flecks of salt, and that really is like bourbon biscuits. I think the top is a chocolate biscuit which has been crumbled over. I'm a big fan of that. Another good thing to look out for in a donut is that you can get your finger all the way in. So, I can gather, I really like the salted caramel one, really like the glazed one, but especially the salted caramel one. It bloody is delicious. You can see I'm nearly at the whole thing, and I haven't even got a cup of tea to wash it down with. I'm going to put the kettle on. That's all for this video. Really quick one, thought I'd just get it in, because I'm off to eat some donuts. And if you don't like it, you can